You know, I thought I would die in New York. I mean, not get shot. I mean, like, you know, live until the end of my life in New York City. I thought, yeah, I'm a New Yorker. And, you know, I'm in Beijing now and kind of consider myself an adopted Beijinger. We're editing this out, don't worry. Or maybe not. My name is Eric Bordeaux de Fontenay, and I'm from New York City, Queens, Astoria. I came here because it had always been a dream since I was a kid to come to China. Is there underground culture in the belly of the beast? That was kind of my question. And, you know, what I found was, yeah, there is. It actually reminded me of New York in the 80s, kind of early 90s, a more underground, more grassroots. And you know, I just had this epiphany. I was like, I want to do something in this scene. I am basically setting up events for culture, mostly around music. So I represent over 20 international bands from all over the world. And I also represent some big Chinese bands abroad. Music scene is really interesting. Unlike, I would say Korea, for example, since it's in the news. Korea is very top heavy, right? It's very K-pop, kind of sucks all the air out. China, no, and I guess because of its history. But the difference, I think, is that, you know, China's a big country with a big population. So it ends up that there's enough room for that, but also for other types of music to develop. If you talk punk, you think Wuhan. If you talk metal, you think kind of towards Xi'an. You know, if you talk live music, you think Beijing, the capital of live music. You know, if you talk more EDM, club, you really talk more towards Shanghai. So it's such a diverse market, whereas in Korea, K-pop really sucks all the air out. China's also one of those countries where it kind of resembles the US in that you can tour a band in 12, 20 cities across China. You can't do that in a lot of countries in Asia because obviously they're not big enough. The Chinese market's always changing, so it's always a challenge, obviously. How hard is it to adapt? You know, I think people's ability to adapt basically comes down to oneself. If I didn't like China, I wouldn't be here. This is the 5th country I've lived in, so obviously, you know, if I wasn't here, I'd be somewhere else. Very comfortable here, and I've been here for a little while, and I got married to a wonderful woman, and have a life here.